Good morning, traders. Venderman here with FuturestraderElite. Hope everybody's been having a good morning. We'll jump into these charts here in just a second. Morning, Prime. Trying to get some things situated on my side here before we jump in. All right. And jump into this chart here. And this is a 15-minute chart that I got pulled up right now. As you can see, we kind of been in this sideways. We come down and moved up here, back down, kind of got this zone going here, prior day low right here at 23,024. We got a prior close here at 23,106. All the prior open 23,191, they're all right here. That prior day high though is up here, 23,580, right above his 4-hour zone up here. Top this over to the 5-minute real quick. Morning, Kim. Glad to have you here today. Is it today off? Merlin, good morning, good morning. So, you know, in the pre-market prep this morning, I kind of was thinking to myself, well, you know, we was just above this 4-hour zone here. You can see we triple bottomed it already right here. 1, 2, 3. And then we had this crazy candle put in right here where it wicked all the way up to this 4-hour zone. It was like, I don't know, 100-something point move. Crazy move right there. Pushed back down, but worked its way up. I thought our zones were going to be between this 4-hour zone down here at the golden pivot area and then this one here. But seeing how it is, they drove it up here and they're kind of hanging out. Heck, they even... This is the first time I've been on the chart in a little bit this morning. I didn't realize they about come up here and tag that other 4-hour zone. And there's that R1 pivot up there at 449. So I didn't even realize that. We'll see what happens when they open the market here, you know. Stay patient. Overall, the market's really bearish. So, you know, I'm just going to try to wait for some of the best setups to play out. I'm not going to try to force any trades. If I don't get the trades I want, I mean, I might not trade. Yesterday was pretty rough, even though we was able to snag some green out of it. I think I came back and took one decent short play after we was off stream yesterday. I think it was closer to power hour or something. And then I tried and open when the market opened up over, well, not when it opened. I think it was around 9 o'clock last night. Would have been 10 Eastern. All three time frames, the 1, 2, and 5 were setting up pretty heavy on the kill zone. Was really exhausted. They had a drive up. Well, this is probably it right back here. I tried to get in short. I think it was this play right here. Maybe, I'm not even sure. I'm pretty sure this is it because I had this drive up. And I thought, I just gotten home from soccer game with the kids. And it was still on my screen. And I was like, oh, look at this. You know, it was really exhausted on the 1, 2, and 5. I tried to take it short and funded account. I got impatient. I got out, and I'm glad I did. When it didn't give me the drop I wanted after this huge run up, and it didn't drop, you know, 100 points right there, I stopped out. I think that's what this $31 is over here, is what I put in that funded last night, trying to trade this right here. I'm glad I shut it off after that. We still got about 5 minutes or so, it looks like. for the market opens. So this zone down here is 232 to 242. This one up here that's dancing around in is 396 to 406. The one above that's 440 to 450. And then up here we have one at 568 to 578. And above that 603 to 613. And then we have some imbalance up here that is 710 to 610. That red zone up there. That's imbalance off of the 4-hour chart, I believe. So we'll see. It looks like they're trying to bring us right here back down into this range here. I got some emails this morning. It looks like Tradeify's rolled out some new storefront as well, changing some things up, bringing back some 25K accounts for the select, and I don't know if they did in the growth. I hadn't read through it all. It's considered a Tradeify 3.0, mixing some things up over there. So they got another sale going on these new accounts that they're bringing in. And of course, Apex started their Easter sale, 90% off with a Save Now coupon or something. And since Apex started theirs, I know Bullinox is about to start another one because theirs just ended. It'll probably be the 91%, but I hadn't had anything come through yet. I hope they do, because I want to get me some 91% off Easter sale accounts myself. But we'll see. Can never really have too many evals stacked up. Excuse me. Got about 2 minutes before the market opens. I'm not really sure which way I'm expecting, what I'm expecting out of this at the market open, as far as a push up or a push down. After this kind of run that they made up overnight back here, and now they're hanging out sideways. Kind of feels a little familiar, as in they might try to push this up when the market opens today, but we'll see. Especially since they wouldn't let it take out this 4-hour zone, and that golden pivot's in there. So golden pivot's at 236. So could be a fake out. They might open and push this down kind of hard, but just to push it, rip it back the other way. So that means I don't want to start out in a funded account. I'll start out in some evals though. Morning, Harris. Kim's been knocking it out of the park on the on snatching that green out of the market. I've been seeing them P&Ls over in Discord, slamming them out. Awesome. I didn't get my walking in on my treadmill this morning like I usually do early enough, so I might have to start the market off by walking on the treadmill. That might keep me out of it for at least first 15 minutes. Morning, Melinda Harris. Yeah, you doing pretty good there, Kat. Melinda. Don't you be forcing any trades today. Remember, oh, market's open. Here we go. See, I'm not paying attention. let's see here. All the momentum indicators are all jacked up. They ain't nowhere near in line with one another. Not the 1, 2, or 5. So let it play out. And I'm on the 5 minute. Let me move to the 1 minute. Maybe they don't want to snatch it to the downside. They just want to take it straight up. So if they do want to drive this up, I'm going to be looking for a short play here in exhaustion kill zone. So we'll see. Still got a long ways to go. It's a 50-yard line right now. This lags Trading Views chart though by a little bit. Trading Views is already up over the 50 a little bit, getting close to this box. So if you guys don't mind, smash that like button on the stream and help push it out to the algo a little further if you like it. Cat, are you already taking a trade? Oh, look at that. What are we going to do today? Cat said she's up 1561 at the open. Look at that. You go, Cat. Champion. World, I do not know why that box is like that. Hey, what in the world? I guess it's going to make all my boxes that color. Something must be. I must have jacked something up in my settings somewhere. Oh well. I'm putting a little orb on this first 5-minute candle. And then I just want to see what it does, and then might do one on the 15. I'm still going to do one on the 15 minute. I just want to watch this real quick. I was hoping to see some kind of pull down in this box right here. Don't look like I'm going to get it. Oh well. Let's see. Always make sure that you have the quantity set in your platform that you want to trade at one time. Like if you're on NinjaTrader, I just noticed for some reason mine was at 15, so you don't want to accidentally get into a trade and be getting in a lot heavier than you thought you was. The ATR is up around 38 to 40, so on the 1 minute. Well, it just dropped to 28. We got two prior 4-hour zones sitting inside a 5-minute orb, just grinding away just right here. And that opening range 378 to 459, not quite 100 points. I was thinking about maybe trying to take a break in a retest, like break out of the bottom of the orb retest for a short here, but I got this box here under here, which is around where the 50 EMA is on the 5-minute chart. And so, you know, if it were just to come down and test the 50 EMA or maybe sweep it, then I don't know if the retest would be a good thing to do here. Prime says at 9 a.m. Central, JOLTS data. So we're looking at about 20 minutes. So when the whole hour rolls around, we need to be, you know, cautious of what might happen on the whole hour if that's when the news drops. Still no live trades for me yet. Yep. Prime let us know, and I'm glad he let us know. I don't even look at the news hardly ever. All right, so we're going to break out of this If we break out of this orb up here, this 5-minute orb, I want to see a break and retest. If I can get a breakout and a retest, I might take a long trade if everything else looks all right. Remod says they're sitting on the sidelines. Well, I'm sitting over there with you. Not quite ready to do anything just yet. Kind of a nasty open here. I mean, nice little drive up, but I mean, this is, you know, I'm not trading none of that mess. If you jump in here at the first of the market and you ain't careful, you can always end up on the wrong side of every trade. If you're scalping or something, just have to be real cautious with it. Almost got to be in sync with the market, you know, and you can catch these longs and then shorten and long it again. But I have been on the wrong side more than once where I was not in sync with the market. All right, they're going to give us the breakout here at the top. Even if they do, everything's really exhausted on the momentum indicator. So that's the downfall for me trying to play a 5-minute orb play here. Even if we break out and retest and say it's like a first red candle, and that first red candle retest the orb, I'm probably going to be shorting it just because of where my momentum indicators are at. ATR ain't too bad. It's around 26, 27 on the 1 minute. Hadn't been near as high, it don't seem like, in the mornings as it usually would be for the first 30 minutes or so, hour. Wow, that was such a bad fill on that buy, or I mean sell market. That's crazy. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Go to the 50. You can do it. Nice, nice, nice. Now can you break below the 50? Come down here to this box. Beautiful trade, beautiful trade. I like it. Got my base hit. Wasn't nothing stressful about that. Room beats reject at 519. Looking for rejection at 519. Room beats. It looks like it's coming back to tag it for you, maybe. There's a trap, though, right here, I bet. I'll probably short this again. But it's still early in the market, so I'm not going to mess around like that. Let's see here. Let's throw this to the 15-minute real quick. We're going to overlap our 5-minute, 15-minute, looks like orb here. Guess I can take the 5-minute off. It really didn't mean nothing. Use the 15. All right, so there's our 15-minute orb. Get back over the 1. I didn't get to look. Did you short at the 50 or long at the 50? Yeah, I shorted to the 50. I took this first red candle with a sell market, but got a bad fill and ended up down here in this red candle somewhere, but still got out good. Had my cover down there and was following it with one stop. Just a base hit. All right, we're breaking out the top of the 15-minute orb here. What do we want to do? I don't. Now I was saying, you know, at the open market day, they might try to drive us up, but I thought that has to do with this holding pattern. After they ran the market up last night, they ran the market up right here last night, or right here. I'm sorry, right here they ran it up. And then they have this holding pattern over here, like, you know, like, no, we don't want to give any of that back. So we ought to throw us a ray down here, trend line, just for giggles. Man, something is wrong with my settings. It's not supposed to be. What? Guess I don't get to put no trend lines on today. I was messing around with NinjaTrader. I think I might have messed something up in my settings. I have to look into that later when I'm not trading. Oh well, we don't need no trend line right now. Alright. So Melinda, I took a long at the 50. Nice job. That means you got in down here. Nice. I should have covered and went long there because I kind of figured, but I was hoping they'd come down to this box down here under the orb. So, you know, I was waiting for a retest of the 50 EMA on the 5-minute, which is now like, this needs to be about like that probably. You know, that 50 EMA keeps climbing up on the 5-minute as we're going up. So, they got them a nice little trend going on here at the open to the upside. Probably for that news to come out at 10 o'clock Eastern and just bam, smack it. Beautiful trade, Melinda. Beautiful trade. Like they're having a little bit of, oh, what was that? I was about to say, it looked like they had a little bit of struggling going on here. Oh yeah, come on, give it to me. Come on up here and get the, what is this up here? Prior day high? What do you mean there ain't no data? Man, what kind of day is this? My data box says there ain't no data. $580 up there, okay. So, yeah, it's prior day high, this green line right above this 4-hour zone up here. You know what that means to me. That's a short territory. Short territory. Might be short territory right here. Everything's over bought. Linda said she's looking at the big W on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour. I'll go look at my 1 hour chart in a minute, maybe. I can't flip this to the 1 hour anymore. I don't have enough data loaded. That way I can put the support and resistance lines back on here. And a couple other things that I added that I wasn't using before. Drop it like a top. Come on, let's go. Trying to get them base hits in there, you know? Base hit, base hit. What's my entry? 514. What's this high up here? 5. Man, I can't be holding all the way up there and dollar cost average. That's a lot. Oh well, maybe I will. Harris says it's going up after the pullback. Hey, we might not get a pullback, Harris. We'll see. It's the time of day when plus 9 o'clock or 8 or 10 Eastern's upon us like 8 minutes. So the news could, I don't know what the news will do. I mean, could make it skyrocket, could make it go down real far. I don't know. Probably shouldn't be in a trade when that time rolls around though. Come on, let's go. You can do it. Is that all I'm gonna get? Let me get out of that. Well, I got another little base hit there. I like quick reaction anyway. I don't care if it goes down 100 points from here. If it don't make better move to the downside from my entry point within the next first minute or two, then if I get stopped out, I'm okay with that. Because the whole idea is we get the first red candle, we got hopefully hard rejection coming in. Looks like they want to keep pushing this. Maybe they come up here and sweep this prior day high, which I hope they do. Now that I'm out, because I'm going to go in heavy up here. If they can get up here and do this, then it's going to be so overbought that the momentum indicator is just going. It needs to drain off. They don't mean it. Oh man, I forgot. There's news coming here. This could be a bad idea. We'll see. Been a while since I played or front loaded any of my trades because we're in a bear market. And a bullish market is one thing. I front load my orders all the time for the zones that I think we're going to get a reversal, but that could be dangerous in this market. We're about to see just how dangerous that can really be. So do not follow my trades. You know, maybe it spikes up there and picks them all up and the news comes out and we drop 200 points. Harris said he caught the move up. He's done until another setup happens. Super green today. That's great, Harris. Great, great, great. I like that. What it's all about. Lock in that green and hit the sidelines until you find another trade plan to put together and your trade comes to you. That's what it's all about. Patience, 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 patience. And discipline. And control. If you guys are liking the stream, if you'd hit that like button so that I'll go push it out there further if you hadn't already. Greatly appreciate it for the support. Appreciate everybody showing up and showing out. And looks like locking in more green than I am. What it's all about. All right. It's now or never. Swipe them and let's go. Help me pass a eval day. Oh, come on. Don't leave me at the train station. Oh, man, are you serious right now? Him's done already. Look at that. You go, girl. Done already. I appreciate that, Kim. Appreciate your support. Let's go. Get on down here to the 21. Come on. Ooh, you do it. Come on, let's go. Give me the drop. Give me a good drop. You can do it. Nice. Come on. Keep on going. We want more than a base hit today. I think you got more than that. Come on. Well, you see I moved my stops into where I'm in the green pretty fast. Regardless, I'm not, I could put one up here above this wick or whatever up here, wait, and wait all day for this thing to play out. I like to lock my green in as we go and move on. I don't like sitting in a trade and letting it be there all day. Come on, let's go. Don't you do it. Oh, well. Is he going to go back up? Start downsizing this order in case I get down to where I only have a couple left. I'll try to give it some time to breathe. You ain't doing that to me. News in two. Thomas said news in two. Let me take this order off in case it drops. No. All right. Well, that was a pretty good hit there. Quick jump. I'm going to rotate out of this. Let's see here. What do we got? I am still doing a little bit of copy trading here, so I'm only doing, I think, 2 at a time today, though. So see what happens with this news here. We've got about a minute left. Melinda is done for the day. Green in 4 counts. Nice job, Melinda. Not quite nowhere near done for the day just yet. I don't think. Unless the market tells me I need to be done. I don't really care if I trade all however many accounts. It's just about how the market looks. I don't have to trade no account today. There's always tomorrow. Have to get away from that mindset that you got to trade every day. There we go. News is now, if it comes out on the whole hour, we'll see here. 10 o'clock. Now, Melinda, ain't nothing wrong with trying the props. You can just try with one if you want. And just take your time. I wouldn't probably get one unless you are 100% comfortable in whatever strategies you're using and are disciplining yourself enough to trade that strategy. If you put a trade plan together and you trade your plan, go for it. Get you one that's cheap up front and maybe be cost a little more on the back end for activation. That way it ain't so much up front if you just want to try it. But this hadn't moved very much for what I thought would happen, maybe. Although sometimes it can take 5-10 minutes after news drop before it does anything. Melinda, if your biggest downfall is the drawdown, then I would say probably need to work on how you cut your losses and your sizing, if that makes sense. I don't know which one is causing the drawdown issue the most, but typically comes into your R&R being too spread apart. we still really over bought up here on the indicators, or on the momentum indicators. So I'm gonna go short here. See what they're gonna try to do here. If they want to blast me, rip my face off, and take it to the top, or if they're gonna try to give us something to the downside here. It's shaping up like they're about to roll this over, but we'll see. Just because it looks like that don't mean that's what they're gonna do. Now, can you give us some push down to the 50? I'm not liking that. See, ATR is about 22, 23, 24. There's no reason after this drive here out of the bottom of this orb, what is that, about 375? 200 points? Yeah, they need to get on down here to 50 EMA. They need to let this thing breathe a little bit, you know. Ain't no one hit wonder. We don't need to go straight up. Come on down. Come on, just drop. Drop to the 21 then. If we can drop and break below the 21, we're probably going to go to the 50. More than likely. We've got way too much room to expand on the downside. And if we got really lucky, yeah, if we got real lucky, we could get down to like 400. No. No, that ain't what I want to see. It's all right. Move this up here out of the way. Because our dollar cost average in this, I think it's going to roll over. We might get a little hike up there though. You never know. And I'll just buy some more. What you guys trading? Anybody looking for a short play, or y'all looking for a bounce to get in long? What kind of trade plans y'all have put together? You know, I think if they come down here and sweep this 50 EMA on a 1 minute, they could bounce off of it, to be honest. Right now, they'd have to get all the way down to 400 to tap the 50 EMA on the 5 minute. I don't know if that's happening or not. Not without news help. Melinda, I thought you was done. You just said you was done for a day. Don't be over trading, Melinda. We got to hold each other accountable. You're green in 4 counts. As long as you have a good trade plan together, that's all that matters. Go for it. As long as you're not forcing it and you find a good trade, there ain't nothing wrong with to keep trading. It's when you're forcing trades. But if you have a good trade plan, then take it. Come on, let's sweep at 50. Merlin's done. You guys are killing me today. I'm not going to have anybody left on the stream. Everybody's winning. Congratulations, guys. Merlin, Melinda, Kat. I'm just killing it. I like it. Order filled. I wasn't even looking at the screen. That's a bunch of crap right there. Fine, I'll just hold one. Remod. Merlin said he's not done, or he's done. He's not leaving, but he's done trading. Gotcha. What do we have going on here? Are they going to give me the drop here with my 1 micro? Are they going to show me the money with 1 micro? Well, that ain't no good. Thought I was copy trading. I messed something up in my copier. I'm just doing 1 account. Alright, that gives me an extra account to trade. I'll just rotate to it in a minute. Melinda, we will stay. Oh, y'all appreciate that, guys. Appreciate the support. We're gonna hang out in this short all day, or what's they gonna do? I dare it to drop to 400. If it breaks below the 50 EMA and looks like it's gonna drop, then I'm gonna add to the position probably, because I think it will try to attack 400 down here in this box. Thanks, Melinda. Thanks. Guess it's too bad that it ain't not many, right? Yeah, thanks, Remod. Are you short in it, Remod? I know you was looking at the same area. Nice. Nice trade, Remod. I'm gonna hang out in it for a little while. Nice, Melinda. You got short at the top. I like it. Well, we're exhausted on the 1 minute, so we might get a little bounce here. So I think I'm still going to try to hold on though. Maybe they won't come all the way back. I'd hate to take this trade at break even when I can lock in here, but they might get a bounce. We'll see. Plenty of room for expansion to the downside on the 2 and 5 minute, like a lot. Oh, great Dane talking. I'll let you out in a minute, buddy. Looking like a controlled pullback, but if it goes to the 50, then it'll be nice trend pullback. Yeah, I like that, Harris. You're right. I'm going to put my stop right here at these EMAs trying to cross over, because I'm not giving all that back. Because that right there will invalidate this position anyway. If they break structure right here, pushing this back up, then that invalidates my trade plan to go short. They would need to reject off of this level and keep going down, not bust through it and close. And for those that ask me about stop losses and all that, and I'm always saying that I do everything mentally, when it comes to stops, usually I use structure. You know, I have to show that it's invalidated, so I don't even run the risk. I'll pull my stop up to whatever that area is, and if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. I mean, we got base hit, you know, $200. Now I need to go fix my copier. Tweet, tweet. Hey, Jake. Hey, guys, I'm gonna mute myself just for a second. I gotta let the horses out. Did I miss the good stuff? All right, let's see here what we have going on. Almost got to the 50 there. I don't know with the downside on the 2 and 5 that it can still do. I don't know how much I like a bounce here, other than a bounce I can get short into maybe, which I guess is kind of what I'll be looking at. We'll see. We shall see. Jake says he's expecting a face ripper. To the upside, Jake? Seems like everybody on stream's pretty much done already. Everybody's green on the day. Except for me. Barely got started here. Jake says to the upside. We'll see. Only time can tell. What a day. What a day. Well, hopefully we don't have any stream interruptions. It looks like once we get to about this time, if we hadn't had a problem yet, then we usually don't have one. So seems like within the first 30 to 45 minutes usually. If it's going to do something, it'll do something crazy as far as the stream acting up. Knock on wood, I guess. If they do want to take this to the upside, I'd rather see them drain it on down somewhere first, you know, and give me a real good entry for a long. Like, I don't know, let's say, something like right here, 410 to 420 maybe. I'd like a slam down to that area, maybe get a entry for a long. I would do probably try to short it to that area. I don't know. See if we can take get a pickup on a 1 micro up here back to retest this 4-hour zone for another short play, because they need to drain this off. They're gonna more than that. They're gonna take another leg up. They don't have to, but momentum indicators say they should, or they could just stay overbought and grind up, slow grind to the upside. That's when it's important to know whether or not, if you get in a trade, if you're willing to manage it manually, if they go against you to the upside, which I am, especially if I only have one. Because if I only start with one and they end up somewhere up here in this 100 points away or better, and I'm still holding on to it, I know that I can dollar cost average in, because it's going to get exhausted somewhere up there, and I'll hit it hard, and then I'll win. And it won't be because I got a hold and hope dream if it goes against me here. It's because I know what I plan on doing if it does. And then if it don't go in my favor, that's when I'll cut it. Well, they picked up my 1 micro. We're headed for another base hit. But I want this base hit down here. This shaded box right down here. 410 to 420 right now. Maybe even 425 possibly. Getting in the little exercise on the treadmill, get that blood flowing, makes that brain work a little better, you know, with all this blood flowing. Come on, you can do it. You know, if they could give us a drop down into this area right here, I would probably load up. Yep, I remember that, Kim. I'm on the same treadmill. I just got it back out. Like, I redid some things about a week ago, week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks. I redid some things here, and I need to get it back out. I was doing too much sitting in that desk chair, so I had to get it back out and get back at it. It had been a little while. Had a little dust on it. Wow, they spiked down and tapped that 50. Yeah, sitting ain't good for us, that's for sure. Feels like it killing me more than anything else is sitting at that chair too much. Walking though, now it actually does help with the for me, the concentration part, blood flowing and everything. At least it seems like it does right now. I'd like to see this drop on down to that box. You know, if we can break below that 50, I'll get long down there where I got them orders set on first reaction. The only thing that would damage me with this trade plan is news. You know, I mean, I could get a death candle, go straight through there, pick all them up, and then I guess it could blow an account if I don't close out fast enough. But I'm not going to let this trade go against me up here. You know, I'll just maybe get stopped out enough to cover the fees on or something. But no, you know what? I'll let it go against me. I don't even care. Because I done said I would average in if it does up there. Bull trap. They try and get people to get in this long. Ain't no way. Not right now. They gotta show us some kind of pullback. A real pullback. Merlin asked about how early I start looking at charts. I start putting marking charts up and reevaluating usually about anywhere between 5 and 6 central. My time, 5 or 6 central. Sometimes a little earlier. It just depends if I'm up out here messing around or any earlier than that, but I'm usually not anymore. I try not to get on the charts that early like I used to. You know, I come in and I try to look at everything that happened overnight, start marking up on the high time frame, getting the pre-market prep ready so I can do the video. I just went back to doing them videos. I'm trying to do them every morning and just post them because it didn't seem like people were showing up live when I was doing pre-market prep, so it wasn't really even worth it. I could just do the videos and post them. Uh-oh, is the market going to try to teach me a lesson right here? It sure has taught me a lot of other lessons. We'll see. But more than that also goes with I got to work, you know, all that around things going on in my schedule in the morning. I got 4 kids, so I got a lot going on in the morning time between 4 kids, 4 dogs, and then trying to get all this stuff ready for the day trading wise. Are they going to give us the drop down here? Wife is the biggest problem. I wish she was here so she could hear you say that. I'll tell her though. Well, I wasn't going to say that, Jake. Hey, no problem. You're welcome. I appreciate y'all being here, Merlin. They keep trying to pull my heartstrings with this one micro here, like they gonna try to do something to the upside. Guess I need to prepare myself and see if I really want a dollar cost average in, how high I'm willing to let it go before I do that. Dang, it's a lot of imbalance here. Apparently that's way away from my entry price. Oh, yeah. Melinda had, yeah, you had said something about that earlier. I need to pull my chart up and look at that. Let me see what it looks like on the 1 hour. Ooh, I see what you're talking about. That's an ugly W too. Well, I guess really I should cut it at 615 or 620. Or they may get up to 615 or 620 would be the break of structure on that W. So right at the top of this 4-hour zone right up here. So yeah, if they do try to push against me, I think I'll dollar cost average in up to this top of this 4-hour zone in the bottom of this imbalance. And then readjust my plan as in whether or not I should cut there or keep dollar cost averaging in. But that could be a good rejection point right there, depending on where the momentum indicators are at. Now, I will tell you, you don't need to adjust your trade plans while you're in a trade. You need to trade your plan. But my plan involves me dollar cost averaging in on the fly. But that's one style that I trade. Do not trade like me. Do not follow my trades. I've done a lot of that, so kind of used to it. So just want everybody to be safe. Melinda's a bull. We had a 50% pullback on the green 15-minute candle. You're going to have me keep pulling up my high time frame chart over here. Let me look at this. No. I mean, yeah, I see what you're talking about, but no, they're not. There ain't no way. They shouldn't be pushing this up. They might try to do something crazy right here and spike this with some type of candle right here. I bet this is going down. Full port. No, I'm just kidding. I ain't doing that. It'd be looking pretty good if they did break up there, though. They break structure up here on that time frame, 615 area. That would be a decent looking thing on the 15-minute, probably the 1 hour. Yeah. Interesting. I'm still holding to my plan. I want it to come down here. Although that box might be way off now. Let's see here. Yeah. Well, let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna say something about like that, maybe. 625, 635. We'll see. Come on. Merchant. Oh, breakfast forgot. Ran out. All right. Let's see. Oh, I didn't even mute myself. I'm sorry. Y'all probably heard me holler at my dogs. Yeah, I mean, I still favor the idea of getting this. I'm not going to say there's not a long play here, but if there is, I want to see it down here in this box right here, 425 to 435, or You know, down in this 4-hour zone right here. That don't mean it's got to happen, but I will be prepared. I would not hesitate to take this trade. Oh. Get this treadmill fired back up. If anybody's new on the stream here, come join the Discord for free and check out the channels and meet other traders. And if you're liking the stream, smash that like button on there so they'll push it out further in the algo. It would be great. Thank you for the support. Here we go. It's going to try to go against me. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to, but it could. Seems like if they wanted to, they would already did it. If they do it, it's going to be one of them slow grind ordeals because all the momentum indicators are about shot to the top side for the most part. What is that? 50? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Show me some action here. We ain't scared. What in the world was that? I was getting ready. I thought that, wait, come on. Give me a 100-point candle to the upside. I don't care. What are they gonna do? $200 in the red, I think. So, yeah. $200 in the red and an opportunity to buy 30 micros and then pass the eval. What's so funny, Melinda? That I'm eating this peanut butter and jelly sandwich on this treadmill? Better than eating a donut. Eating my own Crustables. Oh, yeah, I talk trash the market all the time. I usually would do it in my head, though, silently while I was sitting at the desk, but now that I'm streaming, I might as well say it out loud, right? I like your thought process there, Harris. I think that that's kind of what it was going to be from the get-go. I've just been waiting for it to actually form up. But I always have to be prepared with my trade plan on either side, you know, because if I'm not going to do an R&R type situation, or if I don't set my stop just on the other side of that wick on that green candle they just put in is my stop, then I need to be prepared for what's going to work for me as a trader in my trade plan. Me, another 100 points up, I'm thinking, yeah, 30 micro sounds pretty good because it's going to give a lot of that back. But maybe we're going to get the pullback we're looking for a long position. Probably going to be one of the longest trades I've ever been in. But we're not quitters, so we're going to stay in it for now. I could deal with probably 100 points going against me with one micro. I don't know if I could handle trying to do 200. I just soon cut it and reposition myself. Before I did that, Here we go. Are we gonna get the drop? Are we gonna get the drop? You can do it. They need to come down to my box down here and pick up my orders just like they would if this was a stop and they hunt my stop out. They need to drop down there and pick those up. And then they need to sweep down here and pick them up and then come back and try to tap the 50 EMA on the 1 minute. Now that would be a glorious trade. Sell signal on the 1 minute. Nothing on the 2 minute. I kind of need to watch the 493 area. Oh, it's this bottom green support line down here. We'll see. Needs to take 493 out. Take this bottom green line out, this low over here. Yep. Bring it to me. Anybody shorting this up here? Or is everybody on the sidelines thinking I'm crazy to be in this trade? Harris is in. Said I'm getting that short. Nice job, Harris. Nice job. So now they done bled the 1 minute off like they wanted to needs a relief bounce here or something, but yeah, I think it's I think it's got to drop some more too. But you know, not everything's a straight line, so the 1 minute needs to probably find a relief bounce in it somewhere. As long as it bounces and don't come back up here to break even. But you know, if they could get a little bit of bounce in the 1 minute, maybe come up and touch these EMAs right here, the 9 to 21 or something. Or if they just chop sideways right here a little bit and then pull this kill zone up a little bit and then curl back over under the 50-yard line, yeah, then we might be talking about this box down here where my orders are at. Thanks, Melinda. Aiken took it from 420, $400 up in 2 trades. Oh, and she took it long from 420. Nice job, Aiken. AK. I'm just gonna say AK. Always killing it. I like seeing that discipline, AK, that you got going on. I know you've been working real hard at it. All right, what are they doing here? Are they just coming to test the EMAs like we thought they might? So that it could get some kind of little relief bounce. It didn't do much for the momentum indicator though doing that, so I don't know. I'm not selling unless it tags one of my buy orders down there in that box. I'm just kidding. Sooner or later I'll put a stop in. Probably ought to put it in right here above this wick that just touched this 21 EMA. But if I do, then they're going to come stop at me out, and then they're going to go down here. I don't want to do that. I want to cover with my first order down here. Buy one, short one, and then, or I mean, sell one, go long one, and then if they sweep the rest of them, great. Although there's quite a bit of downside on the 5-minute chart on the momentum indicator, so I don't know. We'll see. From the way it looks, there's enough on the 5-minute chart to get past all that, but this is all built. This box and these orders is built around the 50 EMA on the 5-minute chart, expecting them to come down here, retest the 50 on the 5-minute, and maybe sweep it some and then bounce. That's why I got this set up that way down there. which is sort of first reaction play, which I try to stay away from in a bear market like I was talking about earlier. The thing is, though, is it's a trade that I anticipate happening, that I see every day, them coming back and testing the 50 and having my kill zone indicator, my momentum indicator, helps me decide a lot on whether I want to take entries in certain areas. And as of right now, we're going to be so oversold by the time we get here. Hopefully the 5-minute is really close to the oversold. I think if we can get a decent drop right here, that it should pass the 50-yard line. That's why I went ahead and I will front load there, because of where the indicator should be if we get there. And if we don't get there, it is what it is. We're still going to lock in a base hit as long as we don't let it come back break even. Which a lot of people do. I ain't never going to understand that part of trading, but I wish I'd took this in funded instead of eval. Although I wouldn't sit around and trade like this with a funded account. Funded accounts are too precious and too important to be doing this. I just want to take my base hits and want to be in the market and be out of the market with my funded account. I don't want to be sitting no trade this long. All right, guys, what we gonna get here? And gals, guys and gals, gals and guys. Is this trade really gonna unfold the way I'm talking about it's gonna happen? Who thinks this is actually gonna work? Be a daydream believer. Come on now, just drop down there. Now the market's gonna make me look stupid. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's okay. That's okay. I ain't giving all that back though, so I need to put a stop in above the 50 here, because I am not giving my whole trade back. Yeah, maybe. Harris, I feel like the market is bipolar every day. That's why we got to be it's really important for us to put our trade plans together and be able to read structure and understand everything else about the market. Because one thing about it, and I guess one reason I don't pay attention to the news is because the news is not important to me. I mean, I like to know if there's news coming out, but the problem is all the work you put into your chart. News can just invalidate everything on your chart in one candle. So there really ain't nothing important about the news other than I need to know what might be happening. Because once news drops and invalidates everything on the chart, it's hard to build trade plans around anything. I'm going to take, I'm moving this down here because I don't want to lose all that profit. And I think that they might try to do something slick right here before it actually goes all the way down there. All right, knock me out. 2, 4, 6, I got 10 micros down there. Yeah, old market's crazy. I'm gonna leave them orders down there. I'm still a believer that if we get down in that area down there, that possible long situation, Let this old treadmill calm down. Smell like a thing smoking or something. All right. Got that blood flowing now. Let's see here. So they stopped me out. And now they're going to smack down here and pick all them up, maybe. See if I can get a little more knees than that before I rotate out. ATR is around 18, 19. Hopefully it don't come down here and smack all them and keep going against me and I'll give everything back. I like it though. I think it's a good idea maybe here. Yeah, I like that where they're at. We are about to find out, it looks like. I might have to take a seat for this one. I don't know much about the SMC strategy, Jeff. That's a question for Harris. Or maybe I do and I just didn't realize that's what it was called. I don't know. Wick down in that 4-hour zone, tap that R1 pivot. Acting like it's going to leave me at the train station. You better come on back. Vinny wants a feel on this. It's part of my trade plan. I'm going to stick to my trade plan. I mean, I've been talking about this being part of my trade plan for what? Over an hour now. I've been moving that box since it was back here. When Jake said that we was to the upside, I said we needed a good pullback, and this was the area that I wanted to see it in. All right, we got us a couple fills here. Still got room to the downside to expand on the 5-minute chart, though. You know, I want it to fill me all the orders, and I want it to start ripping to the upside. It ain't all had to. I'm not greedy. I mean, I'll just take 4. Matter of fact, I'm gonna wait and see what it does because I only got 4. You know, if it tries to sweep a little harder down here, maybe I'll buy some down this way. We need to stay above 400 though. See, it's hard. The 1 and the 2 minute want to curl here. But the 5 minute still has room to expand. It doesn't mean the 5 is going to or that it has to do that, but it's there for the taking. So Thank you, Melinda. I probably should have stayed in and I brought my stop in and it got me. It usually does, because at some point or another, I'm not willing to give back but so much. So, you know, if I let it breathe a little more, could have got the whole trade put in. But now you see, not quite getting the bounce reaction I was expecting here. Not yet anyway. And I kind of think that there's a possibility it wants to try to sweep the 400 level. Because of that psychological number, you know, down here. I got a decent chunk out of that 1 micro, but it ain't gonna matter if I don't manage this trade right, I don't guess. But yeah, I guess a little bit of patience goes a long way. I mean, it shows you can what you can do with 1 micro. There ain't no reason to full port and do a whole bunch of crazy stuff when you can take your time, find a good entry, read the market, read the chart, you know, and make a trade plan around it. You can see it's possible to do with 1 and get a decent base hit. we need to find ourselves some legs down here at 400 somewhere. That's for sure. $419. Yeah, I can do that right there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's right, Harris. That's right. What do we got going on here? Man, 5 minute just still ain't as overbought as I thought it would be right here. It's got a little bit of room to expand to the downside. Although I think they're gonna set somebody up for a short trap. And I don't want to be shorting down here in this area. What I do be wanting to do is to get some legs and get me in the green. I know that. $380. Yeah, it looked like it was trying to get down there. Come on. Find some legs here. I'd be crazy. I don't care. I'm passing this eval day. Kim says 375.50. Gonna go on and get out down here and reload. Now I done put these evals 1200 in the red or something like that. Now I might try to pull it out to the upside, I guess, if we can get this bounce. Oh, wow. Okay. We can do it. $368.25 and bounce. Oh man, I can't be going down that far. I'm trying to salvage these evals. No, I actually still got quite a bit of drawdown, so I ain't sweating too bad. Somewhere down here, as long as I can weather the storm, it's going to find some legs. And I'm going to hold for as long as I can to get this back. I might scale out of some at first pretty quick and just hold a few, but I need to try to let this come back as much as I can, holding 36 right now. Maybe up here to the R1 pivot, see what happens there. I'll probably take 10 there if I can get there. They say one of the hardest things once you get in the red is sitting there, you know, seeing it, and you got to know how to just look at it. You know what I mean? Let's go. And then the other thing is when it starts going your direction, you can't just hurry up and get out. Trust me, I've been there, done that. You know, and then leave a whole lot of trade on the table. So you got to be patient. I'm going to take some off though while we let it breathe because I don't need to hold all of that. I just need to keep some of that and let it run. We're pretty much, we are back in the green already. I'll take 10 there if it wants to stop them out. I want to lock in as much of this as I can for. I don't want it to come back here and retest this level and we have to sit through all that. At least not with that many micros. I don't care if, as long as I don't have that many. Because then I can still manage my trade. Let's go. You can do it. Get up there. Pass these evals for me. Nice. Keep on going. Thanks, Kim. Yeah, it's just about being patient, I reckon, right? Could have got all freaked out or something, I guess. It probably would some traders, but you get enough screen time and been trading long enough. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Jake. Take it to the moon. Here, I want to take 6 right here if they get there. Then I'll have an even 10 left. I'll do the same thing here if they turn around and stop me out. That way I'll have 10 left. Come on, let's go. Moonshot. Let me see it. Beautiful trade. 10 mini time, Jake said. 10 mini time. Wow. We are doing really good in these. What I say, we was 1200 in the red a minute ago. Beautiful trade. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Still want that on the chart. I'll take a couple there. Yeah, I'll take 5 if it pulls back. I'd rather, nice. All right. What we got going on here? What are you doing? Let's go. Lots of room to expand on the 5 minute now because it got down there where we wanted it by the time it swept this area down here. What do we do? What do we do? Sold 2 manually. I'm gonna hold this one for now. See what it does. I was watching this 1 minute here. You know, they put in this first red candle or something. They might be thinking about pulling it down some here. So nice job, Melinda. I'm gonna put this order right here, and if it gets me, it gets me. I'm gonna try to let this breathe a little bit. When I was managing that trade, I got down red $1,200 when we was down here. Currently sitting at $1,500 and $1,700 because I'm copy trading 2 accounts here. So we'll give this a little room to breathe and see if it wants to keep going up. For now, anyway. But great trade, Melinda. Long at 15, just got stopped out at 49. Nice. I'm going to move this stop up under this red wick right here. You know, I'm assuming that, or not assuming, but I'm thinking they're going to come up here and possibly sweep the 50. Even though we got a lot of room to expand on the 5 minute, they might try to test this structure right here. So let's say we're going to be looking at something like, I do not know why them boxes are like that. I obviously messed something up in my settings on NinjaTrader when I was doing something. That color is only supposed to be on a 4-hour box, not my drawing tool. But I was messing with some templates and I must have crossed something over. Anywho, anybody get long down here out of this zone down here? Look at this. V shape for Vendy. That's right. It's a Vendy trade. Swang. Swang's here? I didn't know you was here, Swang. Look at that. Got him a long position. Kind of think that if they swept up here in this box right here, I'd kind of want to go short. You know what? I think we're going to do that. Let's go, no, I need to rotate out of these accounts before I do that. Let's move this up here. That wick. Ooh, I like it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move this to, I'm going to move this up here. Short play inbound. One micro, 230, 220. A lot of room for expansion to the upside on the 5 minute, but I'm about to tackle this on the short side, I think. I'll keep on going. Of course, this would be an eval. It don't ever do this if I'm in my funded account. Or maybe I'm just not patient enough with my funded account, which I probably never will be. I'll keep this tight because I need to rotate out of this anyway. There it is. Woo-wee, almost 2K. Well, that's before fees. It's more like 1,800. Nice trade. Beautiful, beautiful trade. Yeah, thanks, Kim. Appreciate it, Harris. Did you take some at long, Harris? Oh, short. Let's go. Let's go short. Show me the money. It's funny. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Drop. You know you want to. Nice. Come on. Get it. Go down there and tap it. Come on. Go. I love it. Come on. Get it. Get it. Come on. I'll take some right there. Come down there and get it. Beautiful trade. Beautiful short play. Rotated out of them other accounts just in the nick of time to take this short. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful short. Let's go. You got a little more in you, don't you? What did we get there? We're in at 497. Come to 471. Something like that. It can come down further than that. What in the world? There ain't no buyers right there. Just drop. Man. Come on. Get it. Come on. You can do it. Maybe not. Close it out manually. Look at that. Just that fast. Rotate accounts, jumped in a short play. 522. Actually about 500 after fees. Well, I am done, I guess. I rotated through everything I plan on trading today, unless I want to do some funded accounts, and I really should have already did them on some of these other trades here. Jake said he's still long. Are you longing on this pullback, or are you long out of this V shape right here? Jake said Trump said the war would end soon. Well, I'm surprised we ain't got a green candle through the top of my screen then by now. You took the small dipper to the back to the 50. Now they got room to drag that 5-minute momentum indicator kill zone way on up, so I might have to just sit here on the sideline for a minute. I feel like I've been in a daggone trade for like over an hour or better between short and long and short again with no break. Got any newcomers here today on the stream? If you want to smash that like button, if you're liking the stream, help the algo send it out further. Come and join Discord for free. Check out the channels and other members. Got a lot of great traders over there in the room and on chat right now, so feel free to chime in. Have any questions, throw them in chat. What a day. Melinda said, nice trades today. We actually had some nice trades, hadn't we? The market finally gave us opportunities, though, that were unlike, you know, over the last 2 weeks, we hadn't had a whole lot of days where you could pull trades like this from the market. Well, I shouldn't say that. We've been green every day, but you know what I mean. Just been hard. Harder than usual. Bear markets usually make it harder than usual anyway. Oh, look at Jake's long. To the moon. To the moon. When you get to the moon, I'm going to short. Yeah, Melinda, some days are a little slower. I mean, I'm not gonna push and try to just sit in a trade just to be trading in front of people for no reason. But we was able to build trade plans around everything we've been doing today. Swang also got the pullback Jake was in. Looks like they both got this pullback here and are long, probably off the 50 area. So they're up pretty good. Yep, swing 30 points, quick 500 to 530 area. So he got in up in here. Took it up to here somewhere. Yeah, beautiful trade swing. I like it. Very nice trade. Very good scalp. Yep. Prime's up nice. He's nicely in the green, looks like. No surprise. Prime, you're always in the green. Seems like. Still long one. Jake's still holding long. You got plenty of room. You might find a little resistance right now for a little brief pullback, maybe. But the 5 has some room, Jake, to go still. 2 for 2. Think I'm done today. Swing said, hey, be done. Hit the sight line, lock that green in, and walk away. There's nothing wrong with that. I think everybody on stream's probably able to just lock in and walk away. Sounds like everybody's been green. But I'm not going anywhere just yet. There might still be something on the horizon here. Try and wait and see what they do here, with this drive up right here. They might try to drive us up and retest this prior day high. That 580 area where we got these double topish right here. I almost took that first red candle there, but I'm not certain of it because of where the 5-minute is. And they might try to grind this on up a little bit more on this V here. Wow. Been a nice little trade though, scalp. What a day, guys. What a day. Guys and gals. Gals and guys. Maybe I should just say traders. What a day traders. Yep, we've been knocking it out today, that's for sure. I like it. All right, I was talking earlier today about how Apex is running their Easter sale like 90% off using code SAVE now. Of course, because I can't get FTE there just yet for some reason. Guess maybe we ain't growed big enough. But I just got on Bull and Ox. I knew they was going to start a sale for Easter since they did. Bull and Ox just put theirs back on 89% sale using code FTE. And their sale right now is running through April 9th. So I figured I'd let y'all know about that. I'm about to pick me up some more here in the next day or two. Nice. Jake said moonshot. My goodness, what was that? Did you mean to say moonshine? That you was going to take a shot of moonshine? Is that what you're trying to say? Man, I missed a short play. I wasn't looking. I was looking at Bull and Ox. Larceny. I finished mine last night. I ran out. Did you get out of your long and go short? I missed it. I'm not getting in it right here. I'd have rather got in a little higher. No, I mean, no, I've looked in the Lucid a couple times. It's been a while though. I know that Cat has some Lucid accounts. Swang missed a short. Yeah, wasn't even paying attention. It would have been a decent little short there too. Jake said he flipped. Good job, Jake. Always on the money. Always. They didn't quite get the expansion on the 5-minute before it flipped. So, you know, see if they sweep the 50 EMA here and keep the momentum indicators above the 50-yard line. See if they try to bounce it back up. And see if they can get all three of those in line better, maybe. 22 points. He said he got 22 points. Nice trade. Nice scalp, Jake. 22 points. I got 0. So I'm going to celebrate your win. Don't have one to celebrate because I missed it. You know, we see if they can break below the 50 here, though. They could turn these momentum indicators around at the 50-yard line on the one. and the 2's not even to it, but the 5-minute is above the 50-yard line. Could it curled over a little bit, but because of this bounce or this pullback, it curled, but it could angle it back up and go on and try to drive this up a little more, get some expansion in them. Yeah, it does. That's what I was thinking a minute ago about that. It was stair step, and it looks like. We'll see. The bigger question, though, even though they are, is what are they going to do when they triple top up here? Or what's kind of like a retest it for a third time. Let me look at my high time frame chart. Wow, yeah. On the 15-minute chart, they done hit this thing like 4 times or something with 15-minute candles. So the fourth, it could be a pop off, or it could be another hard rejection. This was a hard rejection here off of it. Golly, momentum indicator is ugly on the 15-minute. Choppy looking. No, yeah, I'm with you on that, Jake. That's what I mean, if it keeps testing it like that on the 15-minute, then yeah, if they get up here and can consolidate it all, maybe even get above the prior day high and consolidate on top of the 4-hour box and bleed the momentum indicators off to the downside, you know what it'd be getting ready to do then. You'd be finding that moonshot. Melinda said, I've had one of my best days and don't want to mess it up. Well, don't overtrade. Don't overtrade. Don't do it, Melinda. You should be fine. I mean, if you keep trading, just take good trades. Don't force any of them. Make sure you have a trade plan around it. You know, here's my entry, here's my take profit, my exit, and then here's where I'm going to stop out. If it invalidates my trade plan, I'm done, you know, and hold by that trade plan. It really don't matter how many trades a day somebody takes. I mean, it's only so many super A plus trades on a day that are going to happen anyway. So a lot of people might trade, you know, some A plus trades, and if they keep trading, they're probably going to find some B plus maybe. You know, hopefully they're not trading any C trades or anything like that. Hopefully. Oh, what a day. ATRs are still around 20 or so on the 1 minute. See what they're going to do here. Act like they want to pull it back down. So frustrating that my tool's doing that. That little box that I just drew in down there, that is the about where the 50 EMA is on the 5-minute chart. I want to see where it lines up with the 1-minute kill zone here. The 5-minute has a lot of room going to the downside, but that don't mean it's got to get there. They can break below this and take out this level here, 468, 467. They might retest that 50 on the 5-minute. We'll see what it does. I'll possibly think about taking a long trade out of that down there if it looks right. All right, Melinda, we'll see you on the next one. Appreciate you being here. Have a good rest of your day. Well, Remod says they're green on the day. Thanks. Hey, appreciate you being here. Glad you're green. It's always nice to be locked in on the green side. Just going to sit on the sidelines for the time being here and see how this plays out if they come down to the 50 EMA on the 5-minute. There's about 211 points in the 4-hour candle we're working on right now. We're about the 50% level of that on the 4-hour candle. And it gets down into like the 375 level or so on the 4-hour. I guess that was back here where we was at when we swept down here. Yep. Oh, I was at the bottom of that. That was a beautiful trade. This box right here, this little one, would be, it would sweep the 50. The 50 is about 4 447, I believe. 447, 448. So right above this box. Plus we have the R1 pivot down here and inside the box right here, this 4-hour zone, previous 4-hour zone. So did anybody take this short and still in it from up here anywhere? It's kind of ugly short there, but it would have been a nice one if somebody, well, even if they got in here. Is that about 531? About 70 points or better. Swing said nope. Yeah, I didn't either. Waiting for a clean entry. Yeah. I'd like to find something myself, but I'd rather it would have come down and swept that box down there and maybe swept the 50 EMA. Now it's just a wick on the 5-minute chart. It looks like if they keep pushing this, then that's probably kind of, yeah, I missed that opportunity. Nothing Jake likes. Wang, yeah. Looks like it's wanting to range. It's wanting to do something that I don't want to be part of, looks like. We can't be, we got to get a push up or down, you know, find us somewhere where we can find good entry for something. We can't be buying or shorting here at the, in the middle here at the chop. I didn't even notice that's a little head to shoulder right there. It broke, or that little thing there. Yeah. Stop outs on the shorts and the longs and shorts. Yep. I need to go hunting for some so I can see what I want to do. They're going to try to put in a lower high right here. They're going to try to take it out or something. You know, we've been putting in these lower highs, but we ain't doing no lower lows, so. Or not anything significant anyway, not yet. The fact that they bounced it right here above that 50 is wild to me. If there's anybody new here on the stream, smash that like button if you're liking the stream in the community. It helps the algo push it out further to grow the community. You can come join Discord for free. Check everything out over there. Come hang out with us 5 days a week here live on stream, 9:30 New York Open. Cat done posted in the P&L today. Killing it. Killing it. Trader Merlin posted in the P&L today. Well, he's got a really high profit factor, 6.85. That's amazing. 82% win rate. Great job, Merlin. Killing it. Morningstar posted in there today. 2 out of 2. Plus 1 from last night. Choppy. Walked away. Locked in over 700 plus. I like it. You guys are doing great. Killing it. Oh, I wasn't watching the chart. I wanted to short, but I didn't want to short it like that. Not where it was at. I guess that's why I looked away. They would have needed to give me something more than that leg up to short into. I would have never took that short like that. I need more extension in my indicator, momentum indicator, you know. Lined up with this candle right here, we're barely above the 50-yard line. Don't mean it ain't still a good short to be, or a scalp, but it's not for me. I want this thing extended. It's got to have the exhaustion in it. Preferably on all 3 time frames too, not just one. But it's okay, you know, if you put a trade plan, because I do just on the 1 minute all the time, because it looks like it needs to pull back to get in line with the 2 and 5 minute or just the 5 minute. So just depends on how you use them, what your read is. ATR is down around 15, 16. It's about 11:45 almost. So, you know, we might be getting to a slowdown point here and it'd be nothing. Guess what I'm doing now, I could try to figure out what's wrong with my tools on here. Mm. That box there puts that 50 EMA on the 5 minutes up in this box, probably the top side of it. Close to it. No setups. No nothing. Ooh-wee. Talk about boring. ATR is down around, well, it's bouncing around between 12 and 15, it looks like. Depends on the candle. Anybody got any trade plans put together on what they're looking for here as far as entry? For a long or a short or anything? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get up and walk on the treadmill. While I'm not doing nothing, I might as well be walking, right? Keeping it getting right down here on top of that 50 EMA on the 5 minute. 1 minute oversold pretty good. 2 minute is down there pretty good. 5 minute is about to cross the 50-yard line to the downside. So could be some kind of rollover situation getting in play right here. You know, like if they can take out the 50 on the 5 minute, wonder if they're going to try to drain this off some, possibly. Come on, show us something. Let's go. What we got going on today? Man, they got the room to expand it upside on the 1 minute now and 2 minute. What in the world are they doing? Give us a dramatic move one way up or down. Interesting how well they've done keeping this up ever since they ran it up overnight. Any other time they'd have done gave all that back by now, it seems like, in this bear market. So interesting to see how they hold this up today. Funny, as soon as I put these trend lines on here, they break this first one already. I'm like, well, they can't take it up anymore. I'll just put these lines here. And then it goes right through it like it ain't there. Okay. You know, maybe they come up here and tap this one up here in the top one. Retest this little lower high here, maybe this one here. I want to see where we're at on the 1 minute. I want the 1 minute kill zone to get here on this red line. Let them drive it up here. Maybe we can find a short play, maybe. Coming up on 12 o'clock. Maybe there'll be some kind of inflection of volume or something. Fluctuation. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Sometimes it ain't. And sometimes it might be 12, sometimes it might be 12:30. Whole hour and half hour numbers. Certain ones I try to pay attention to throughout the day. Ain't much we can do with this chop or whatever this is they're doing. Unless somebody's trying to scalp everything back and forth. I don't feel like trading that way. No longs, no shorts. Just chop. I mean, I guess the way they keep doing this, if they take out this level right here, 455-ish or so, maybe they try to roll it back over to the downside. Come down here and try to tackle this low back here if they can take out these levels right here. Be kind of like take these levels out and target this level right here if they take these out. Bad thing for me is that might be an actual short opportunity there, but because I really try not to, unless I see a lot of momentum there come into the chart, can't do it with them indicators like that. It's how people trap themselves, not paying attention. Next thing you know, you go short because of the break, and then the momentum indicators are oversold and it spikes and either stop you out or then you're all stressed out trying to manage a trade. I guess I'd rather just wait. If they do short this, roll this over here, I just would prefer to look for maybe a bounce play off of this if they want to protect this low down here. Who's going to take the short and try to short it down here? I'm going to stay away from it for now. Nah, I guess I could take one. Sitting there talking about what they might try to do, I might as well try at least one, even though it goes against some of the rules there. Well, they would try to rip it now, wouldn't they? That's crazy. All right, Prime. We'll see you on the next one. Appreciate you being here. Have a good rest of your day. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Give us a real drop. Come down here like it wanted to break that 50 EMA on that 5 minute. Then push back up like that. Made me get in a red. Oh. Let's go. It's a no-go. Nice little push there. If they can give us something to short into, push it on up some. Come on, let's go. Come back down here and test this low down here. Let's go. Give us a death candle. You can do it. Let's go. Big drop. Come on. Roll this thing over and bleed it for the rest of the day. Beautiful. Keep going. Where's my news at that's going to make it drop 300 points? Room Beat says he's short. They're short. Great job, Room Beats. Come on. You can give us more than that. Come on, let's go. You can do it. Want to drop far enough to give me like $100 or 150, 200. Need a big drop with this one micro like earlier. Although I'm not going to be that patient with it. Put these in the red already. These was some fundeds I was copying. As soon as I got in, it went against me. So try to capture some of that back. It's funny, if I was taking this trade and that was an eval that I was in, that thing will go down and make me all kinds of money. But when I switch to my funded account, it's like, I don't think so. That ain't too bad. I think I had them 200 in the red right off the bat back here when I tried to short that 50 EMA. Drove me up, so that ain't too bad. Manageable, you know. I cut my loss around $200, I think it was, when it went against me. Turn around, wait for the next trade to set up, you know, get within striking distance. I don't necessarily have to get these back break even or green, but you know, I'd rather be as close to break even as I can be. To the moon, yeah, maybe. I'd like to see them, you know, retest the high of the day up here and get these indicators extended, the momentum indicators, or short play maybe. What a day it's been. What a day. You went long up here, and when I got up here, room beats. I don't really want to be long or short just yet. I almost shorted right here, but I don't really like it just yet. I would prefer it get extended up here somewhere, you know, and really have a chance here because a retest up here for rejection, if it's extended on the momentum, then might be a good idea to short up there, maybe. That 5 minute has room to expand up into this area for sure, it looks like. I drew my trend lines on here when it didn't look like it wanted to go up anymore. As soon as I draw them on there, it busts through them both. We willed it to the upside by drawing trend lines. Overall, we've had a pretty good day on the stream until things slowed down, though. Finding some decent trades, but this old chop here, what do you do with it, you know? Don't do what I did. I got in there hoping it was going to do figuring when we got below the 50 EMA on the 5-minute, it might try to drain off. And as soon as I bought one, it went against me. But I gradually took a couple trades that made more sense and worked my way back down so that I'm not 200 in the red. I'm just 79. So slow and steady. I'm going to find another decent trade somewhere along the way, hopefully. Get these back to break even or even, you know, a base hit or two in the green. If not, they can stay in the red. No sweat. I don't know if I'm going to get it though. Like I want it to be up here prior day high or whatever up there at that 580 again, like it did back here. We could get up there and it get exhausted. We might find us another leg. Maybe not quite as big as that. That there was about 200 points, I think. That one there, but I don't know. We'll see. I appreciate everybody's support. It looks like you know, it's the last day of the month, and currently we're sitting at 120 subs that we gained just in this month so far. About 6 or 7 today. You know, we started live streaming 5 days a week at the first week of this month, so it probably plays a big part in getting the subs, I reckon. But appreciate all the support in the growing community. Room Beat said preparing for takeoff. It's doing something here, ain't it? Looks like I'm getting longer. Worked out for you. Optimistic, take profit 24,150. Ooh wee. It's way up there. No. Don't even like it no more. My goodness. Nope, not doing that. I don't think so. Think it's gonna get the old death candle, huh? Probably will since I got out of the trade. Come on now. Just roll over. I want to see a real drop in this thing. They've been holding really good though. I was talking about that earlier about how they keep holding up in this area for some reason. So Room Beat says he needs to see a real pump. I wish we would see something like that. 75 point move to the downside or so. About 12:30. Sounds like a good time of day for them to do a dump here. I ought to do it way down here. You know, they could throw some candles in and get down there real fast. I bet that would wake this chart up. But what they're doing is they are, what it looks like, they're draining the indicators off. Price action's holding, so room beats might be ready to get that profit on the long side, maybe. Don't really want to get out up there. I'd like to see them drop us down some. No, can't deal with it. They need to make up their mind what they want to do. The old dice said to go long. Might be right. I'm going to stay out of anything right now until they give us an answer which way they want to move. Maybe I go long on a dip or I'll go short on pop. So we'll see. I used to make jokes all the time and use emojis at one point, or them GIFs or whatever, GIFs, showing that I was using a Magic 8 ball to place my trades. Jake probably remembers that. I'm pretty sure I might have did that over in Discord somewhere. There's probably something I posted over there where I was shaking an 8 ball. Not me, but one of them stickers or whatever. Oh, what is he doing here? What are you doing? Probably go down now that I let it kept cutting my trade because I didn't like what I was seeing. There it is, room beats. Coming to get you. I don't know about that 24,150 or whatever, but maybe that other one. If it gets up there to that other one, Trump done tweeted about something, make it go up that high. Or the market makers are just messing with people if they do that. Come on up here and sleep as high up here. Uh-oh, room beats. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There it is. Nice trade. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yep. I didn't like what I was seeing. That's why I kept going, just cutting my short, because it wasn't doing what I thought it should. So if it ain't giving a pretty quick reaction to what you think your trade plan should look like, then either got to cut it or downsize, real fast. Must have been that tweet came through. Somebody's out there tweeting something. Look at this. Ooh wee. Man. Good job, room beats. Great job. Look at this thing go. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. ATR's back is at like 70 something, so much as I want to find a short entry somewhere up here, I'm not gonna mess around because obviously something was put in the news, so ain't no telling what's going on. Get on the wrong side of this, you could get damaged real quick. You know, and you see how it just pierced through them 4-hour zones right down here and just walked right through them, walked right through this one like it wasn't there, walking right on up. That tells you it's going to invalidate just about everything, so got to be careful. What we was talking about earlier, when news comes out, something's going on. Somebody said something. Question is, are they going to give the whole move back? You know? I'm going to behave and just stay out of it. ATR up at 53, 54, 55. Yeah. Yep, crazy. Room beats caught quite a bit of that drive up. He said he rolled them lucky dice that he has, and it said go long. Crazy, crazy move. Almost 300 points. Almost. Starting at that leg under that 4-hour box. Just shy of 300. The current 4-hour candle we're working on has an hour and 13 minutes left. There's 480 points in this 4-hour candle. I don't know that I'm looking for anything now. I'm just looking at, I think, what as high as ATR is. Because we're in a bear market, I wouldn't be surprised if this gives this whole move back, but it ain't worth me risking trying to short it or to rip the other way. Nice job, Swang. I thought about trying to short it up here to get back green in these funded accounts, but it ain't worth it. Not my funded account. Not with no ATR that high. Well, it's been the norm lately. Anytime they put in a big move like that, them big legs, they almost give it almost all back. A lot of times. Except for when they made this move up overnight back here. They put in a decent leg there, little bitty pullback, and then another good drive. So, which these are the kind of moves right here that they need to make to try to get this market looking better on the high time frame structure. You know what I mean? Like if we go over to the 15-minute. So, you know, we really need to get up here and break back above 24,000 right here. This 4-hour zone up here, this long wick. We need to get up, and we're still being a bearish trend, but this starts looking better on the high time frame structure starting with the 15-minute. We get back above 24K. That'll start looking better for us. We ain't nowhere near out of the woods yet, though. Well, that was exciting. We don't usually get no kind of excitement like that this time of day, at least not while we've been live streaming, because I'm about to probably go eat lunch. So usually it's real slow and ain't nothing going on right now. Melinda said, to the moon. Yeah. That was a really good move. I'm glad somebody got some of it. No, Melinda said she got part of it. I got 0 of it. Say, look, this is what we just looked at about that overnight move. Looks identical leg. Look at this pullback. If they extend this like they did overnight, that's crazy. Yeah, because if they try to do that, although this will be a lot bigger move than what they did overnight, I think. And if they extend that, if they get up here and push this and then pierce through this 4-hour level and keep going up, there ain't no reason to be trading the rest of the day because there ain't no telling what's going on or why. Insane. This is one of them ordeals where you can't, because you can't be flip-flopping, you know, you can't be long and then short. Trying to go short and then they'll rip your face off. You go long, then they'll rip your face off. Yeah, we was just kind of talking about that, but that bounce could only get us to maybe 24,000, and then we take another leg down, Melinda. We just had to see. I'm telling you, I got to watch it happen, but I'm about to go to lunch myself because I don't think there's anything for me left to be watching. The ATR is still over 50. I'm not trading this mess. Now, if they can push this on up and break 24,000, and they can hold up there, you know, and hold. I mean, they really need to hold up in that. Not necessarily, you know, it can consolidate, but it's like the push they did overnight last night, and then they start going sideways, you know, right here. You know, if they can do this, if they can push this next leg to 24,000 and do this here, then that's how we get this here to our next level. That's how we're going to turn this market from a bear to a bull market. It's going to be a process, but they're going to have to do it that way if it's going to work. there's so much resistance overhead. Those are the kind of moves that they're going to have to make. Up and consolidate, up and consolidate. Yeah, I figured, Jake, that was probably the news there. Had to be something going on with that. I'm gonna have to get my Magic 8 Ball back out. Well, if we got anybody new on the stream right now, this is your first time with us. If you're liking it, appreciate it if you smash the like button on the stream. Help send it out and algo further, grow our community more. Come over to Discord and join for free. Check out all the channels over there, other traders. Several good traders right here in chat. Not going long or short. No, I'm not doing nothing. I think I'm going to just take my red in my funded account and be done. And be like, trade a different day. $8.40 and a flip back bullish. Well, yeah, it'd be break structure continuation pretty much up in that area. Break that wick. Yeah, it might be. It might be to the moon, to the moon. If it is, I probably won't be around to see it. The ATR's come way down. Well, I mean, it's in its 30s, but that cut in half or better. One point I know it was over 70 something, maybe 80. They could just sit here and consolidate, put a chop zone in up here, consolidate, build this flag out, let the momentum indicators drain off real bad, and then find their next leg up. I'm not bear or bull right this second. I'm just watching. I don't from what it's showing, they're consolidating this flag and draining. Price action ain't following the indicators, so indicators are dropping, momentum ones, and putting in lower highs right here. I mean higher lows, I'm sorry. I'll get my words fumbled every now and again. Yeah, Harris said they ain't messing around with none of this. Just chasing it. Yeah, it is chasing. I'm going to have JOMO. All right then, Melinda. We'll see you on the next one. We'll be off here pretty quick. I'm about done today. Have a good rest of your day. JOMO is the opposite of FOMO. It is the joy of missing out instead of the fear of missing out. All right, Swang, we'll see you on the next one. Yeah, I'm going to call it here myself too, guys. I'm not going to be messing with this market. He said, I'm going to go make me a sandwich. I'll put one in the potato gun, Jake, and try to shoot it to you. Yeah, they probably taking another leg up. I'm going to get off here, guys, and go eat. I don't want to be sitting here and then do something I shouldn't be doing anyway. And take my loss here that I already got, and maybe come back in power hour. Sounds like playing, Jake. I'll probably see you back on here tomorrow, hopefully. Everybody stay safe, because there could be some crazy stuff coming up on the on this chart. So I'm gonna walk away for now. Come back in power hour. No, I don't stream when I come back. I just come back and, well, because I don't, it ain't that serious. I don't really sit there. I just have it pulled up and I look at a couple things, and if something looks like I might want to take a trade, I'll sit there for just a second, or I'll set an alarm and go do something else and just try to pay attention. I don't really get that involved in power hour. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go eat. Y'all have a great day, and I appreciate all the support and everybody showing up. I'm getting off here while it takes off before I try to trade. So I'll see y'all tomorrow on the next one. Have a great day.